Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hermits pregame show. I'm Max Watson, joined by Dom Battavio and Jason Scatchard. The St. Augustine Hermits take on the Vineland Fighting Clan tonight in the Rodeo Gym. The Prep is 15-0 so far this season, coming off a big win Sunday against Doane Day Academy, 70-63, with Elijah Brown having a career-high 28 points. The two sophomore stars, Samaj Matheb and Elijah Brown, combined for over 450 points this season. Junior Jack Schleicher has been coming up big on the defensive side with 36 steals on the year. Vineland is currently 10-5 this season, previously losing to St. Augustine 69-54 earlier this year. The team is led by senior Yamir Diggs and junior Nazir Will. Dom, can you tell us about the wrestling playoff match tonight?
Yeah, Max. The Prep has been on fire since a close loss to Kingsway, but they beat Delsey on Thursday and EHT on Saturday. They earned a 3 seed in the playoffs and have been undefeated in the Cape Atlantic League. Today they take on the 6th seed PVI in the Rodeo Gym at 5 o'clock. A winner of this match plays either St. John Vianney or Notre Dame. The swimming team has been doing great this year and is undefeated with a 9-0 record. They're number 1 in the non-public Group A for power points, averaging 4,500. Next meet will be in the state semifinals on February 21st, most likely against Seton Hall Prep. Jason, can you tell us about the Hermits hockey team this year so far?
Yeah, Dom. Prep hockey has recently been ranked 15th in the state and are 4-6-5, coming off a huge win against Gloucester Catholic. Their next game will be this afternoon at 4:30 against St. Joe's Montville team, which we've already seen twice this season, going 1-1 against them. Some of the Prep team leaders are Andrew Hall with 3 assists for the year, Ryan Vates leading both goals and points with 5 goals and 7 total points for the season, and Jacob Booth with 283 saves.
Well, that about wraps up our show for today. Thank you for tuning in, and go Hermits.
The freshman lost to Vineland today.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Paul A. Rodeo Gymnasium on the campus of St. Augustine Prep. I'm Andreas LaRosa, alongside Jimmy Bachman and Coach Dave Catalana, and we bring you tonight's matchup as our very own Hermits of St. Augustine Prep take on Vineland High School. Jimmy, the Hermits so far undefeated this season, coming in at a strong 16-0. What are your thoughts on that?
Dre, this has been an absolutely amazing season for the Hermits so far. As said, fun fact, the Hermits right now, only undefeated team left in New Jersey. It's been a dominant season. We got a young team, but they're a strong team. A couple dominant wins coming into this game. Big wins against Oak Crest and Atlantic City. Not even close last week. And then a huge win yesterday against Doane Academy, 70-63 at Holy Cross Prep Showcase. This Hermits team is not a team anybody else wants to see right now, especially in this home gym. You got the Rowdies going to be going crazy again. This is not a team anybody wants to play.
Yeah, the game against Doane yesterday, I heard a lot of great things about it. A game that the Hermits were losing, came back with a tremendous second half. Ethan Fox shot the lights out. Elijah Brown was just great from top to bottom. Samaj controlled everything. Just a really good quality win. As we talked about in the last game, this is the time you start to gel, and they're really starting to do that now.
Absolutely. We saw Elijah get his career high yesterday, 28 points. Ethan Fox, 22. They were the leading scorers. But this team really has multiple guys that can score in the 20s. Elijah can, Ethan can, Samaj can, Jack Schleicher can. This team has a lot of options on offense, and they're a pretty good darn defensive team as well. Jack Schleicher leads the team in steals with over 3 per game, and Ife Oki-Byron is a guy you don't want to face up in the post. So with the long arms, he can get any block.
You know, the Hermits so far this year, some would say they haven't had all that difficult of a schedule. However, after yesterday's game, coming back big time in the second half, it's great to see that this team is ready and prepared to overcome some adversity when faced.
Well, yeah, and if you talk about the schedule, it hasn't been as tough. Doane was really a quality team with only 2 losses. They got a good Vineland team tonight, Egg Harbor on Wednesday, Pleasantville, and then I was just talking to Coach Rodeo. It looks like Camden is back on for next Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. So if their schedule was not tough before, it's certainly getting tough now.
And we will be right back after the national anthem for tip-off in just a few moments.
And with that, we will go into tonight's starting lineup, starting with the 10-5 Vineland High School. Starting at guard, a 6-foot senior, Keeman Carter. Starting at guard, a 5'7 junior, Nazir Roll. Starting at guard, a 6'1 junior, Breon Herbert. Starting at guard, a 5'7 senior, Yamir Diggs. And finally, starting at forward, a 6'3 junior, James Hitchings. And now for our 16-0 Hermits of Sandy Gustin Prep. Starting at guard, 5'11 junior, Ethan Fox. Starting at guard, a 5'8 sophomore, Samaj Bethea. Starting at guard, a 5'11 junior, Jack Schleicher. Starting at forward, a 6'3 sophomore, Elijah Brown. And starting at center, a 6'7 junior, Ife Oki-Byron. Jimmy, after going over those lineups, can't help to notice Vineland and the Hermits, a very small team, primarily made up of guards.
Absolutely. We see both teams very guard-oriented. The Hermits do once again have a size advantage. Ife 6'7", Elijah 6'3". So the Hermits have done a good job getting those offensive rebounds. They've really taken advantage of that. We saw Matt Kauser does a great job of that off the bench as well. This is a team, they don't have a ton of size compared to a lot of other teams. They do, but they can really take advantage of it tonight. Against the Vineland team, they beat by 15 points last time, 69-54 back in January. Ethan Fox led scoring with 19 points on 4 threes. So these teams know each other. They've already seen each other once. Vineland gave them a tough test. Hermits only won by 15. Actually, fun fact, Hermits have only had 1 game this season so far where they have not won by double digits. So the Vineland gave them a run for their money. So let's see how they respond today, trying to get a little revenge.
And that Vineland game early in the year, that I think was up until that point, that was the best game I think the Hermits had played. I was able to be there at Vineland to see it. And it was probably the worst game Vineland had played up to that point. They were playing really well. They're a kind of a hit-and-miss team. I was talking to Coach Russo before the game. He said, like a lot of teams, if the shots are going in, we can be really good. And if they're not, they're going to struggle. And in this gym, sometimes it's tough to shoot in this gym. We'll see how they come out. They're going to be fired up. You talk about their size. They play bigger than their size, and the Hermits have to be aware of that in taking care of rebounding the basketball.
Yeah, Coach, the Hermits were not missing at home last week against Oakcrest. Matt Kauser off the bench, 6 for 6 from 3. Let's see if he can try to do it again today. For Vineland, watch out for senior guard Ymir Diggs, leading the team in scoring, assists, steals, and threes made. 28 threes made, averaging over 17 points per game. He's the main guy for this team. Look out for him today, number 3.
And I would expect Jack Schleicher to open if the Hermits are in man on Diggs. He did over at Vineland. He's really becoming that Hermits defensive stopper.
Can't help to notice the Rowdies on the other side of the gymnasium going with the helmet theme tonight. Don't exactly know where the inspiration was for that. Nonetheless, we love to see it.
It's a fun one. We saw the wrestling team get a nice win against Paul VI a few hours ago. They're sticking around. A later game today pushed back to 7 o'clock. Doesn't matter. Monday night, who cares? You can push that homework back a little later.
That's right. This tip-off featuring James Hitchings and Ife Oki-Byron. That ball is up, and Vineland's going to get the first possession here tonight. First pass off deflection. That's going to stay with Vineland.
As we see quickly there, Ymir Diggs looking to attack. Tried to dump it off to his big man. Just missed the pass. Good job for the Hermits to deflect that one. Vineland gets the ball back.
Here's the inbound to Carter. Now Diggs has got it.
Hermits are going to be man-to-man to start this game as usual.
And Schleicher does draw that assignment of Diggs.
Here's Roll. Drives, puts it up. Hard off the glass. Rebound, that bounces around. That gets in the hands of Vineland, and they're going to call foul.
Great contest there by Elijah Brown on Roll. Able to get his hands up, no foul committed. Really made that layup tough. It was hard off the backboard. But you see, Herbert was able to get it back.
Yeah, and you see Vineland right away. They're going to attack the glass, and the Hermits have to do a better job of securing the ball. They want to run, but you got to secure it first.
That foul on number 21, Ife Oki-Byron, that's his first. First points of the game going to Vineland. That's Breon Herbert on the free throw.
Herbert, another one of these Vineland junior guards, averaging 6.9 points per game.
It's a rebound with that. Here come the Hermits in transition. It's going to reset. Fox on the arc, cuts in, pull-up jumper. Rims out, no good. Carter with the rebound. Here's Diggs to take it up. Diggs drives, pulls up. Off the rim, no good. That ball bounces around. Elijah Brown gains control, and the Hermits are going to take it up.
We really see Vineland trying to crash the board so far early in this game. Nearly got another offensive rebound there. As you said, the Hermits do have a size advantage, but they got to make sure to box out still. This Vineland team is tough, and they're going to get in there and get those boards when they can.
It's Brown on the inbound. He gives it to Bethea.
Yeah, so Vineland likes to play this zone defense, but they will extend it to get out onto the shooters. It's going to leave places in high post and low post that are going to be open for the Hermits.
See the Hermits trying to play a bit of a high-low here. Always good against the zone, try to get that ball to the high post. It's a bad pass there to be a turnover for the Hermits.
That's a good idea, just not great execution on the pass.
That ball just off the hands of Oki-Byron. Now Vineland's going to get it again. Here's Diggs to take it up.
Looks like the Hermits just bringing a little pressure up, trying to make Diggs work in the backcourt. As we expected, Jack Schleicher on him. Hermits' top defender so far this year.
Like you said, Schleicher this year and last year been assigned with a lot of key players on each team. I know last year he was up against DJ Wagner in that Camden game. Played a decent game. Wagner's a hard guy to stop.
I'm sure he's looking forward to get that assignment again later this week.
Right, as Brown takes it, goes up, and he's rejected. That's James Hitchings. But Oki-Byron with the putback.
I love to see Ife. He's running the floor, picks up the loose change, and dunks it.
Said that size advantage for Oki-Byron. As Diggs goes in, he's blocked. Vineland regains possession, swings it out to Hitchings. He goes up, no good. That ball is on the floor. Refs are going to call a jump ball. That's going to go in the way of the Hermits.
That's two great plays there, back-to-back by Ife. Really running the court to get that easy dunk for the Hermits, then getting back down and getting a big block there. Ife's just really been a key player for this Hermits team. He doesn't score a ton, but he does the little things. Gets a lot of rebounds, a lot of blocks. He's a key player for the Hermits' success.
And what we've seen with that, Jimmy, is when he gets off to a good start, that seems to play well for him. If he gets off slow, maybe gets in foul trouble, he's not as much of a factor.
Ife looking for Brown there, no good. Vineland, here they come in transition. Roll, pulls up. Off the glass, no good. Rebound. These offensive rebounds have been going Vineland's way. Diggs for three, no good. It's another offensive rebound for Carter. And that ball rolls out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Hermits.
And we're already seeing a bit of a pattern of how Ife can impact this game. Roll and Diggs both times really settling for those pull-up jumpers instead of taking it to the paint because they know Ife is there and he's going to block that shot.
Bethea now to take it up. Finds Fox. Finds Brown in the middle. Back out to Schleicher. Schleicher cuts in, dishes to Fox. Fox for three. Gets it. Ethan Fox.
Yeah, Fox, one of the sharpshooters for this team. That's his 23rd three of the season. As I said, led scoring against Vineland last time with 19 points on 4 threes.
Well, he's staying hot. Yesterday afternoon, his second half was all Ethan Fox, so he's starting off this game the same way.
As that's a three from Hitchings, no good. Rebound, Oki Byron. Here come the Hermits in transition.
Fox
Schleicher
again.
Looks for Oki Byron in the middle there. Gets his own rebound. Oki Byron up strong. Good play there from Ife.
Love to see the aggressiveness from Ife right there. He's just figuring I'm going to go get it myself.
As now Vineland to take it up again. Here's Roll. Finds himself in a little trap. Now Carter out to Diggs. Diggs fakes the shot, puts it back to Carter. Good points there from Vineland.
That's a great look there by Diggs. As I said, he leads their team in assists. He knew that shot wasn't there, was able to dump it down to Carter. That's an easy one for Vineland.
It's Brown, Euro step, up. Off the rim, no good. Good move there from Brown. Vineland to take it back up. Here's Diggs. Back over to Carter. That ball's deflected out to Hitchings. And now Diggs to reset it up top.
Vineland taking their time, looking to set up that offense, see what they got.
Pull up from Hitchings. No good. Hermits get that rebound. That's Bethea. Finds Fox. Fox coast to coast. Lays it up and in. That's 5 quick points for Ethan Fox.
Yeah, great job by Ethan just taking it right to the hoop. Might have not had the size, but he was able to go up strong with his left hand and get that layup for the Hermits. Hermits love to push the ball whenever they get in a rebound. They're a real quick team. They did a great job on the fast break.
Roll. Deep three. No good. That's rebounded by Ife. Now Schleicher to take it up. Hermits moving quick. Bethea drives. What a move there from Bethea. That one just rolls out. He's going to take it back. Insane move. Doesn't get it the second time.
Couple real athletic moves for Samaj there, just unable to capitalize. Great job by the Hermits, though, to get those offensive rebounds, stay with it.
And that was Ife again running the floor. You look like a couple of times the Hermits were going to convert, but he still got back into the play, and hopefully he can go to the line and knock down 2 here.
First shot. Rims out, no good. Checking in for Vineland now. Number 21, Emmanuel Doivelis.
A little more size now for Vineland.
Yeah, Doivelis, the backup big guy. Leads the team in blocks. A good rebounder as well as Ife hits that second free throw.
Ife going to get a substitution. Hermits are going to probably have to stay a little smaller, maybe not because of the quickness of Vineland. And if they want to stay in that man-to-man, there's going to be some tough matchups.
Checking in for the Hermits, that's number 11, Matt Kauser.
We know Gavin Reed's also out today with injury. That also is going to hamper the Hermits' size. Another one of those bigger forwards the Hermits are not going to be able to use today.
Finds Hitchings in the corner. It looked like that shot was blocked late by Brown.
3-second violation on 21, number 21 there.
Now Kauser to inbound.
Matt Kauser, who's the man last week against Oakcrest. 20 points on 6 threes. It's nice to have a dangerous player like that right off the bench.
And speaking of dangerous, there's Ethan Fox for 3. No good. Rebound. Schleicher puts it up and in. And here's Diggs take it up once again. Hermits with a commanding 12-3 lead to start this first quarter.
For the Hermits, this is exactly how you wanted to start this game. Everything's working for them so far, really getting a lot of their points in the paint. Vineland's been really unable to answer so far.
The dish down low. Shots no good. Bethea, here he comes in transition. Euro step, Samaj Bethea.
That's a smooth move right there by Samaj. Nothing the defender could do about that one. He is just such a great athlete, so quick.
The way these Hermit guards finish, Fox, Bethea, all these guys, the way they just finish around the glass.
As that shot's put up, no good. Off the glass, rebound Vineland.
Wow.
They're going to call a block there. No good. Diggs puts it back up and in. As now Fox on the other end. That ball fumbles around, turns it over. Here's Diggs coming down, finds Roll. Roll goes up, and he's fouled pretty hard there by Elijah Brown. And the Hermits are going to, looks like a technical there on Roll, a little bit of extra after that.
Yeah, Roll wasn't too happy about that one. Elijah tried to go for the block, kind of hit him on the body, knocked him down. Obviously nothing intentional, but Roll, hard foul there, wasn't too happy about it.
And we talked about this in the game against Wildwood Catholic. These opposing teams seem to be having a hard time keeping their composure, especially in Rodeo Gym when you got the rowdies yelling at you. And that's going to cost you. Technicals like that, teams like this cannot afford.
Oh, this is just such a tough environment to win. You just got to hold it back on emotions like that. I know it's a tough foul. So Roll is going to shoot the free throws first, all for the foul, and then the Hermits are going to get the technical free throws. So these free throws are the ones on the shooting foul.
Yeah, so the officials just explained the foul on Elijah Brown. The foul was on Elijah. So this is the personal foul. They'll shoot 2. Hermits will get the technical foul, shoot 2, and then get the ball.
That first for Roll, off the rim and in.
And look, Elijah went up for the block, as you said, nothing intentional, but he came down on him, and right away, Roll jumped up, and maybe it's a little extra, although he's smiling now, so hopefully everything just stays calm here.
No hard feelings. You got a big game. Vineland knows it's a big game, too. A lot of emotions coming into this one in a tough environment.
So here's Fox to take his first. That one's good.
Fox, an excellent free throw shooter for the Hermits. Definitely the guy Coach Rodeo wants at the line in a situation like this.
Second's good for Fox. 2 for 2 on both ends. Hermits still lead 16-7.
Now get a chance to extend that with the ball after the technical.
That inbound's going to be to Bethea in the backcourt. Looks to be a little bit of confusion out on the floor.
Looks like we're checking to see the team foul count.
Referee's just clarifying the foul count with the stats keepers.
Something tells me Willie already knew that, but
Hermits bringing it back. Here's Kauser.
Vineland still in that 2-3 zone. Really trying to run the Hermits off the three-point line so far.
Kauser for 3. Off the rim, no good. That's a rebound from Roll. He's going to take it down. Looking, finds this guy down low. Up. And that was Carter. Excuse me.
It's going to be a walk.
That was Doivlis with the walk.
Yeah, Douglas, nice little hesitation there on the pump fake. Shuffled his feet a little bit. You can't do that. See what he was trying to do there because he knew that the Hermits were coming in to try to get that block.
Now Bethea to take it back up once again. Fox on the perimeter. Back to Kauser up top. Brown in the high post. Over to Fox. Cross court to Bethea. Looks no good. Schleicher just off the rim and out.
Excellent ball movement right there by the Hermits. Got a good shot. It's exactly what you want to do against this 2-3. You want to move that ball quick. Don't let the zone set up.
So we've got about 1 minute left in this first quarter. Diggs up top. He's guarded by Schleicher. Deep 3 from Diggs, and he's good. Yamir Diggs, dangerous from range.
That's a big shot there for Vineland. Really much needed to bring this game down to a two-score game.
Brown looking for a response there. No good. And Diggs to take it up once again.
Looks
like
Vineland's
here.
Looks like Vineland's going to try to hold this one for the last shot. In no particular hurry.
Hermits matched up in some man here. Just about 10 seconds left. Get a screen, roll. Looks for the spin, no good. Here come the Hermits in transition. Fox to Brown. Brown up. He goes in for the dunk, but is met at the rim. That's James Hitchings with the block, and Vineland's going to put it up. And they will get the last points of the first quarter. So after some quick back and forth between both teams, Vineland gets the last say.
That is an excellent last minute there for Vineland. Really got those 5 points back. A lot of momentum coming in Coach, we didn't really get a timeout in that game. If you want to go over some of the keys.
So we're
keys to
going to
the
do
game.
that now. We had a chance to go a timeout, so this will give us a chance to go over our keys to the game brought to us by our friends at Toyota of Vineland. But to me, tonight is all about control, and we've seen that already. The Hermits need to control the tempo. They need to control the boards, and then they need to control the emotions, and we've already seen all that. We talked about how Vineland got to the offensive boards a lot. That's when they're effective. The Hermits need to know when to run, when to pull it back out. That's the tempo part. And then we saw the emotion. Vineland's coming in fired up for this game. This is a huge rivalry game for Vineland to come in here. We saw it already. And they could have gone either way after the technical. And what did they do? They made a run after the technical foul and made it a 4-point game.
Yeah, excellent response. We saw Vineland kind of fall back a little bit. The Hermits went on a quick run halfway through that first quarter. Just a great response there to really get them back in this game. Only a 4-point lead for the Hermits.
And just something to note, coming up at halftime, we've got a quick announcement from our athletic department featuring our athletic director, Mr. Anthony Rizzo. So stay tuned for that. As we kick off this second quarter, Hermits lead 16-12.
I don't know if it was a direct result, but a lot of that run came with Oki Byron off the floor. So it wasn't anything Calzer did differently, but maybe some of that shot blocking presence back there could make a difference. So Ife back in the game.
That's right, and I believe they did not count those last 2 points of the quarter, as it was 16-14, but it's now been reduced to 12 and now back to 14 after those quick 2 points from Vineland.
Yeah, good dump down there to Dovalis.
As Brown looks to drive, he's guarded well, but ends up pulling up, and he gets the 2. Elijah Brown showing some resilience there, and he fights for an extra 2 points.
Yeah, good decision there by Elijah. He saw the defender try to go for the steal, ended up being behind him. Nice easy little mid-range jumper.
Diggs drives, dishes to Carter. Carter, pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound. Diggs again for 3 from range. No good.
Well, you're playing with fire if you're the Hermits by giving up this many offensive boards, and also by leaving Ymir Diggs open at the top of the key for a 3. He's not going to miss that very often.
We've really seen Vineland try to combat Ife's presence by putting Dovalis in halfway through that first quarter. It's worked so far, getting a couple more boards.
As Brown, he's got it at the top of the key. It's good defense there from Diggs.
Almost like to see the Hermits take a page out of the Vineland playbook. Penetrate, kick to the shooters.
As they're going to call a
3-second
It's
violation.
gonna be a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. That's on Jack Schleicher. Turnover. Vineland ball.
Really seen Vineland do a good job running the Hermits off the three-point line so far in this game. They must have done some scouting the last few games. Hermits been shooting the ball well lately. Trying to challenge them inside, make them work for their buckets.
Here's Roll. Up top to Carter. Now it's in the hands of Diggs.
Bringing a double team there, trying to trap it. There you go.
Diggs
Nice steal.
looks to spin. Steal Schleicher. Finds his guy Brown. Brown up and the poster from Elijah Brown. He went up strong, and you know he was not going to miss that.
No, and unfortunately, they're going to get him for a technical foul here. A little bit of motion by Elijah. Oh, they called him for a push afterwards, I guess.
Hermits coach is not happy about that one.
But they're going to count the points, and you will certainly see that one on Elijah Brown's highlight reel.
Yeah, we know Elijah's great at doing those, making those dunks. He's had a few of them so far this year. When you see him on the fast break, I always get excited because you know something fun's going to happen.
And you do not want to be that defender under the rim, Jim.
Absolutely not.
Well, and Elijah seems fine. He seems calm after it. Listen, he went up, made a nice steal, big dunk, little emotional. They got him for a push to call the technical. Now they're going to give him a quick. This is smart by the coaching staff. Just get him a minute just to come out. He doesn't look like he's upset. Give him a little bit of a break. He's played the whole way so far, but that whole play started with the double team right up top against Diggs.
Right, and like you said, Coach, got to be able to control those emotions in this game.
You know the referees now, after that one little scrum in the first quarter, going to have a quick trigger on those technical fouls, so you just got to be smart.
Smart by the officials to try to control things a little bit early. Just don't want anything to get out of hand. And I don't think either of the teams, they play each other enough. I don't think you're going to see too much of that.
as that ball goes down low to Carter, and he lays that up and in.
That was an easy one for Hitchings right there. The Hermits just weren't really set up. Quick little bounce pass, easy layup for Vineland.
Who steps up now with Elijah out of the game?
Bethea pulls up for three. Rims in and back, out and back in.
Boy Samaj has been fantastic so far this year for the Hermits. 14 points per game. As a sophomore, one of the new guys.
That's Diggs for two. Gets it. You got to give credit to Vineland, definitely keeping themselves in this game, even with a lot of Hermits momentum.
That's a nice little step back there by Diggs. Really made that one look easy. It's going to be an illegal screen on Ife.
And you got to give credit there to Nazir Roll. Definitely sold the foul there. Ref noticed it, and he's going to call that every time.
But if you're Ife, you just got to stay still on those screens. I know it's tempting to try to lean over, make that screen a little better, but the refs are going to call that every time when they see you leaning over.
And there's just no reason for it. Just stay still. Just stay still and the man with the ball has to do a good job of also setting you up so that you don't move.
And after another foul from Oakley Byron, he's going to be taken out. Rory Friel checking in.
And it looks like Hitchings had a little cut on his chin, so that's what the sub's going to be for.
Jabez de Jesus checking in. He'll inbound to Diggs.
Hermits switch up to a zone here without Ife in the game. Not much should change for Vineland, though. They're still going to look to penetrate.
Diggs pumps, takes it in, and he gets another one to go. That's Yamir Diggs. He is a dangerous shooter, and we have definitely seen that thus far tonight.
Yeah, we've seen most of the scoring come from Diggs and Roll. These Vineland guards have done a great job penetrating, hitting those mid-range jumpers.
You don't want to see too much of that from Diggs. He is a streaky player. If he gets hot.
Good response there from Elijah Brown. He gets it too. Keeps this game at a 3-point lead for the Hermits. Roll up top to De Jesus, who cuts in, lays it up. No good off the glass. But that's Dovalis with the putback.
Great putback by Dovalis. He's one of those guys so far going into the season only averaging nearly 3 points per game. Already has four so far.
And Samaj Bethea cuts his way through that defense, and he's left with Dovalis in the one-on-one scenario, puts it up, and gets it in.
And if you're Dovalis, you think, I've got this block, and he goes up underneath. What a move. Great move.
Like we talked about, the skill from these Hermits guards, guys like Bethea and Schleicher and Fox, they've all got moves, and if you're a defender, you're definitely going to have a hard time trying to guard that three-guard set.
Saw the same mistake made on that side of the court.
Yeah.
And Carter with the illegal screen.
And if you're a coach, everybody argues about calls back and forth, but the one thing you want is consistency. What have we seen so far? You saw a technical on both teams. Now you saw an illegal screen on both. These guys are calling it the same both ways.
All right, Prep, let's go.
It's Bethea to take it up once again. Just about halfway through this second quarter.
A little bit of a bump there.
He's guarded by Diggs. Screen from Brown. Bethea goes the other way, lays it up, no good. It's a rebound, Carter. Here comes Vineland the other way. Roll, Diggs, deep three. And they're going to call a travel there on Diggs before the shot.
Yep, he definitely took an extra step there in transition. Got to be careful when you're setting up for that three. Good call by the officials seeing that one.
Coach Rodeo just having a brief conversation with the ref.
There's part of me that likes seeing that, though. Coach Rodeo he's back to his old self. I don't want to say on his way back. That's vintage Coach Rodeo right there.
That's right. As that ball's out to Friel.
Hey, Rory Friel in the game now for the Hermits.
And that's kind of why you do what he just did there. Get the official thinking about that hand check, that little push on defense, you get a call there.
So the Hermits are going to get that one down low. Here's Friel to inbound.
That's 3 fouls now. Keeman Carter, one of the starters for Vineland. Probably not going to see him for the rest of this half.
As Friel inbounds to Kauser. And now Bethea up top to reset it. Kicks over to Kauser. Kauser for three.
I was surprised he passed up that first one off the inbound. Got it right back. Matt Kauser's not going to miss that one.
And just a clean stroke Matt Kauser's got.
Absolutely leads the team in threes made. As Vineland unable to respond on that end.
Here comes Fox in transition. Gives it to Bethea. Bethea cuts in. And he is fouled on his way up. Now Bethea will go to the line for 2.
He's just absolutely fearless going into the paint. I mean, he's looking for contact, but also looking to score there.
And not only does he have the moves, but he's got the speed. I mean, he's in there real quick.
And I've commented on it several times. He never changes his emotion either. If he's scoring, if he's not scoring, he has just been very solid for the Hermits. Yesterday, only 7 points, but Coach Rodeo very quick to point out to me, he only had 7 points, but he had 7 assists. And he said every time he saw Ethan open, he was just kicking him the ball because Ethan Fox was so hot in that second half.
A selfless and controlled player, but he's definitely showing some signs of maturity even as a sophomore.
So we're going to get a timeout now from the Hermits. Going to talk things over. A little over 3 minutes left in this half. If you're the Hermits right now, I think you're just hoping to try to extend this lead to double digits. Keep the momentum coming in. We saw Vineland have a great end to the first quarter. You want to prevent that from happening here in these next few minutes.
And part of that definitely is neutralizing shooters like Diggs, who have kept Vineland in this game.
Yeah, and everybody's going to have a run one way or another. When Vineland gets on that 6-8 point run, you have to answer. You have to find that place where you're going to answer and sort of punch back. And the Hermits have been able to do that. I was impressed with Vineland early on in the game. They took the Hermits' first punch. They came back. The Hermits have now answered back and opened the lead up to 7. You know, guys, one of the things I've been mostly impressed with Samaj, and again, he's only a sophomore, but he shows these flashes. And right away, comparisons come. St. Augustine has had some of the best point guards in South Jersey. When you look at people like Saeed Nelson, and you look at someone like Isaiah Morton, guys up on that board, he reminds me a little of all of them. And again, don't want to put any more pressure on him because he's young, but he could be in that elite by the time his career is done here at St. Augustine. And he'd love to see it because all of Coach Rodeo's really good teams, state championship teams, had that elite point guard, and he could be one of them.
And he's really an all-around guy. He leads the team in assists as well, nearly 2 steals, good defender. He can shoot the ball. He's one of those guys that really doesn't have a distinct weakness. And that's a really good thing to see just from a sophomore.
That's right, as Diggs now to inbound. He cuts in, looks for a shot. He's going to get caught with a walk there.
That was an easy one right there for the officials. Diggs tried to get that pass off. Hermits had the hands in his face, shuffled his foot.
Tough coming out of a timeout. You got to have a set play and an unforced turnover like that.
As here's Bethea to take it up once again. Finds Fox on the perimeter. He's double teamed. That ball is deflected as it goes up in the air. Schleicher retains possession for the Hermits. As Bethea cuts in, he's looking. Goes all the way up. Dishes out to Fox, who kicks to Kauser for 3. No good. Good rebound there from Schleicher. He's going to dish out to Brown. An action-packed play here, and Elijah Brown finishes it.
Great look there by Schleicher. Gets the rebound. Finds Brown for the easy layup.
That's just a scrappy play there. Love to see the work ethic from Schleicher. And Vineland's going to call a timeout.
Coach Russo going to call a timeout. Really got to talk to his team. It's been a rough few minutes for them.
Just a little out of sync there. Not in the flow of what they wanted to do, a turnover, and then just there one of their players just gets caught without anybody to go to, and they call the timeout.
Really been a fun, energetic game so far. Been pretty close throughout.
Yeah, guys, and as you said, Andres, earlier, we're looking forward to interviewing our athletic director, Mike Rizzo, at halftime to talk about a special event coming up for the athletic department that all the alumni, I think, are going to be happy to hear about. So we're going to have Mike Rizzo with us at halftime. Should be an interesting interview with Riz.
Can never go wrong bringing Coach Riz on the broadcast. Great guy. As here's Herbert. Haven't seen him in a while. Pumps on the 3. Finds Roll up top. Roll to DeJesus, and they're going to get DeJesus for a walk. Vineland having some travel trouble here in the second quarter.
Yeah, when you catch and you look to shoot, you just got to make sure those feet are set. Any little shuffle, the refs are going to call that one. A lot of mistakes made by this Vineland team, and that's going to hurt them. As the Hermits are going to capitalize on these mistakes, they usually do.
Got Kauser in the high post here. Look for him to attack or try to get it to Elijah down on that block area.
Kauser the screen, rolls, gets an open look for three, and he's got it. Matt Kauser 2 for 3 tonight.
I love that play. It's the pick and pop right there. Kauser right back out. The defender didn't notice him until it was too late.
Hermits open it up to a 12-point lead here with just under 2 minutes.
Like you said, Jim, Matt Kauser, he's one of those big guys, but he can definitely shoot dangerous from behind the arc. He's one of those Hermits' better three-point shooters along with Ethan Fox.
Another sophomore, just a sophomore.
If you're Vineland right now, you got to get the ball to Roller Diggs. You really need a response in this next minute, 44 seconds.
As Elijah Brown's going to check out, Rory Friel back in.
Quietly, Ethan Fox is taking the assignment here on Ymir.
As Diggs crosses over, dishes out to DeJesus. That's an air ball. He's definitely going to hear that one from the Rowdies. And they're going to call a travel. I believe that was on Rory Friel on his way out.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, DeJesus is just coming back with the Vineland program. He hadn't been playing. He did play in the JV game, had a really good JV game coming into this one. So just getting his feet wet with the varsity.
And speaking of JV stars, of course, you've got Rory Friel for those Hermits. He's getting a lot of minutes on that JV team, and I think Coach Rodeo wants to see him on the varsity level in preparation for these future years, as he is a young freshman with plenty of potential.
Absolutely. We saw JV get a nice win just a few minutes ago. So
Well,
far they're undefeated.
And he's also playing a role because Gavin Reed being out. Without Gavin Reed, they need to go to that eighth man, that other guy. Aaron Bullock's going to get a shot here as you're trying to still protect foul trouble with Ife. So Bullock's going to get some minutes here.
Yeah, Bullock's given some quality minutes as well. I remember back against ACIT, I believe he had 10 points.
Coming out of this timeout, we've got about 1:30 left in this first half. Hermits with a 12-point lead. Vineland looking to stay close here. As Diggs inbounds. Rolls now got it up top. He's guarded by Bethea.
Minute 30 left for Vineland. I think you definitely want the ball in Diggs' hands.
Down low to Diggs. Loses possession of that one. Turnover. Fox has got it. Finds Bullock in transition. Bullock looks for Bethea, but they're going to call a kick there.
Yeah, what a great job there by Ethan Fox on the defensive end to stop Diggs, full the break. I don't know if it's Bullock you want catching the ball in the middle of the floor, but it seemed to work.
Coach might run a bit of an offense-defense with Friel and Bullock. Bringing Friel back in. Bullock a little bigger, more useful on the defensive end.
Love to see Friel pop out to that corner. He's got that three-point range.
As Kauser thought he had an open look there. That ball's turned over. Here comes Roll in transition. He's going to go up, and he's going to be fouled there by Matt Kauser. Not sure I saw all that much contact. It looked like pretty clean to me, but ref saw otherwise.
Yeah, Kauser just kind of got his hand in there. Roll did a good job going up strong.
The thing about the Hermits is there's a lot of guys very interchangeable, and on this offensive end, I almost wouldn't mind seeing Jack Schleicher down on that baseline where he can create, he can go to the boards and put Friel out on the wing. You would have Friel, maybe Kauser, and Fox. Probably your three best shooters out there on the wings.
Yeah, Jack plays bigger than he really is. Dude's 5'11", but he gets a lot of rebounds. He's a really tough player, a lot of strength.
That's rebounded by Friel. And Bethea to take it up with about a minute remaining. He's met at half court by Diggs.
Interested to see. They're going to see if that maybe can they take a whole minute off the clock.
Wouldn't be surprised.
That would definitely be a good idea. Try to keep Vineland from having a chance of getting a shot and getting something to be happy about going into the half.
And they're going to call Diggs on that foul. Meets Fox up top.
That's 6 fouls now on Vineland. Hermits will be in the bonus. Next time Vineland commits a foul.
It's only the first on Diggs. As you said, not in the bonus yet, so they hold it again.
Got about 35 seconds remaining. Bethea's going to take his time here.
High post is wide open.
Yeah, if I'm Vineland, that's exactly what I try to do. Get a steal right here. Don't let the Hermits kill all of that clock.
But if you're looking to get a steal, let me tell you, Samaj Bethea is not the guy you want to steal the ball from because he will blow right by you.
That's why they went after Kauser when they saw him up near the half-court line. Out of anybody on the court, he's the guy you probably want to go after when it comes to handling the ball.
Bullock's going to check back in.
Love watching Coach Ike in situations like this. 23 seconds left. maybe shows a different press here. He likes to go 1-3-1, 2-1, something a little different, because now you catch someone not ready. Oh, nice job there, Kauser.
Kauser does a great job on the boards as well.
They're going to call that. I believe that was against Schleicher.
Not in a 1-and-1 yet.
Yeah, that's 6 on the Hermits. So Vineland will also be in the bonus now with any more fouls. 18 seconds left now, so let's see if they're going to look to get the last shot.
Got about 15 seconds now.
Look for something coming back to Diggs here.
Diggs pivots off the ball.
Yeah, see Fox all over him, looking to make sure he does not get that ball back.
Rolls got it up top, 5 seconds remaining. That ball shoots around to Jesus. He's got to put something up. And Kauser's got it now. He's going to look for his guy down court, but time expires before they can get anything to happen.
That's a great way to end this half for the Hermits. Vineland really unable to get anything to light a spark going into the locker room. Hermits, you're pretty happy if you're Coach Radio with how that half went.
That's right, and with that, we're going to send this over to halftime. Hermits with a 36-24 lead. Stay tuned for an announcement for the athletic department coming up very shortly after this brief commercial break.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. We specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark and Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Back here at St. Augustine Prep, halftime, the Hermits lead the Vineland Fighting Clan 36-24. Dave Catalana here with our special guest, Athletic Director Mike Rizzo. And Riz, we've been talking about a great announcement that we got from the Athletic and the Alumni Department. We want you to talk a little bit about the relaunch of the St. Augustine Hall of Fame.
Yeah, thanks, David. We are very excited. So the original Hall of Fame existed and kind of fizzled out in 2011. And when Mr. Foreman and I joined the athletic office, it was always talked about, and we tried to figure out when we could possibly bring it back. We're so very proud of our athletic programs here, and obviously the athletes and all their accomplishments over the years. So I'm really excited that we were able to get it back together now.
And Riz, as you said, the Hall of Fame started in 1996 and ran up until 2011. And like you said, it kind of fizzled out towards the end, but the over 100 people, teams, coaches were inducted into the Hall of Fame up until this point. And at the time, there was an athletic Hall of Fame, and there was a cultural where people who had done other things outside of athletics were involved in it. And then we also had our Hermit Pride, who were not necessarily alumni, but people who contributed.
Absolutely.
So how is it going to be different this time?
So this is, we're bringing it back strictly athletically. Over the expansion of many years, we went from 8 to 12 to 14 to now 22 sports, and slowly becoming the premier athletic program in South Jersey and one of the best in the state of New Jersey. We're just very excited about honoring some of our great alum and Hermit brothers that I'm lucky to experience most of them.
Well, I think the great thing, and again, it's been 10, 11 years now since we did it, so being part of the committee was great. And when we got together with everyone, I think the great thing that you're doing this year with it in the class of 22 is that we're going to be inducting one player from almost all of the sports that you have now.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
And,
so,
and again, I was lucky enough to witness a bunch of them as an adult coaching here. And especially now, the couple of alum that I got to experience while I was a student at Richland Rowdy. Danny Fabry was an unbelievable wrestler, and David Orlandini was the first Hermit athletic love that we all enjoyed and couldn't wait till the next basketball game. And it's long overdue for both of those guys, and I'm really excited about honoring them both.
And that's one of the exciting things, and you see that list of the people that are being inducted. And the great part about it is you have two people like David and Danny from the 80s.
Yeah.
You have two from the 90s, 6 more from the 2000s. And then we're also inducting two special things. One, the 2007 undefeated hockey team that you know a lot about.
I do. I was following them intently. Only team that's ever done it in the state of New Jersey. They recently were inducted into the New Jersey Hall of Fame, so I think they were a crucial part in us bringing it back here at home.
Well, and then the other one that's being inducted in the Hermit Pride, and as we said, the Hermit Pride Award is someone who gave a little difference, people that have done things for the athletic department, and real excited about who you're inducting this year in the Hermit Pride.
The Richland Rowdies have and always will be the signature sport or signature club, signature part of all of our athletic teams. The kids amaze me. Home, away, big games, not so big games. Nothing like the pride that's experienced when you watch a Hermit brother root for his peers. And they've done it for many years, going back into the 80s. It's been it was kind of formalized in 2007, around that time, and now we've taken it and grown and taken it to a different level almost every year.
Well,
very excited.
Everybody will be excited. You see that Saturday, March the 19th here in the Rodeo Gymnasium. If you go to hermits.com/Hall of Fame,
correct,
you'll see the information. We want to get as many people out here for it. It should be a great event.
Looking forward to seeing everyone. Really quick, I want to take a quick thanks to Nick Senna, Dennis Foreman, and the committee to already the incredible work that they already put in, and obviously the work ahead to make it a great event. Really excited this year.
Riz, thanks for everything. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm honored you guys asked me to be the master of ceremonies that night.
Yeah,
should be an awesome night.
Don't screw it up. All right, thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Riz. We're going to be back with the clock is winding down, and we're getting ready to start the second half here with the Hermits and Vineland High.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that delay. We are back with some second half action as the Hermits kick it off. That ball's into Bethea, goes up. What a move from Samaj Bethea to start off this second half. A little around the world there, lays it up and in. Good way for the Hermits to start off the second half.
Yeah, great take there by Samaj. He's been the man so far in this game, doing everything really for the Hermits. 10 points now. Played great.
It's a good defensive board for Oki Byron. Here come the Hermits in transition. Samaj looks for his man. Fox can't get him.
He tried to go for the bit of the alley-oop there.
As that ball's over to Diggs. Dishes blocked off the backboard by Oki Byron, but that's Diggs to put it back up and in.
Well, good block from Ife. Doesn't get the second.
Yeah, that's going to be a T on Diggs. We saw him push Schleicher on the way down. You just can't do that. I mean, that's just going to really hurt Vineland. That's just not a good decision.
And there's that control of emotion key to the game coming up once again. That's the second technical on Vineland this game, the third in the game overall. These teams have got to do better to control their emotions, or else it's going to get the game is going to get out of hand real quick.
Now that we get a bit of a stoppage of play, time to go over our first half stats presented by Toyota of Vineland. Right now, after that layup, Samaj Bethea leading the Hermits with 10 points. Elijah Brown with 8. Ethan Fox now with 9 after those 2 free throws. Ife Oki Byron with 5. Matt Kauser with 6. Schleicher with 2. Hermits made 3 threes in that first half. 4 for 7 on their free throws. Vineland scoring was led by Roll with 8 and Diggs with 7.
So a pretty diverse half of scoring for those Hermits. Obviously, a lot of guys coming in. No especially large scores. However, if we're talking about exceptional first half performances, you cannot leave out Samaj Bethea. On top of points, he's had just a great half overall.
Yeah, and offensively, this Hermits team's just done a great job spreading that ball around. A lot of guys scoring. There's really not one go-to guy right now on offense. Really keeps Vineland on their toes when they know all 5 guys out there can score.
So Vineland to take it up. There's Carter, swings it out to Roll, pull-up jumper, rims out, rebound Brown. Here come the Hermits in transition. Brown, Euro steps, lays it up, and in, Elijah Brown.
Great job with the left hand there by Elijah. Able to avoid the contact.
As this Vineland team looks to reset on offense. Hermits lead extends nearly to 20. They lead by 16. As Vineland nearly loses control. Roll cuts in, pull-up jumper, no good. That's a rebound from Hitchings off the hands of Dovalis, and it's going to remain Vineland ball.
Yeah, it's going to go back to Vineland. We saw Fox try to hit that over to Brown.
This is where Vineland has to control themselves a little bit and kind of just knock into this lead. Can't let the Hermits just pull away.
So here's Herbert now. Didn't see a whole lot of Herbert in the first half as he drives in. That ball's knocked around. Oki Byron comes up with it. Here goes Brown. Drives up. And the shot is no good, but he's going to get a foul call.
That's going to be the 4th foul on Keeman Carter. Huge play there by Brown. Great job just to take it right to him. He probably knew what was going on in that situation. Carter's not going to have to come out of the game, and he's probably not coming back for a while.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few fouls in this first half. Jimmy, you think foul trouble is going to become a problem for either side?
Absolutely. I mean, Vineland, so far their two main scorers, Roll and Diggs, have done a good job staying out of foul trouble. But a couple of other main role player guys, particularly Carter. Now, we didn't see him most of the second quarter, and now he's going to be out for most of the third quarter. Just a mistake there. And as we see now, number 2, DJ Clark checking in for the first time for Vineland.
As Brown gets his first free throw.
Look for pressure from the Hermits here. You see them get together before the foul shot. Look for them to throw something at Vineland here, and here they go.
Yeah, from the Hermits, I really see this Vineland team really vulnerable right now. I want to step on the gas pedal if I'm there and put this game away.
Diggs does well to break the press. He goes up, doesn't get it. And they're going to call, I believe, a foul down low.
Yeah, Ife got away with one when Diggs went up for that layup. But they're going to call him on the rebound, so it'll be an inbound for Vineland.
Trap set up there by the Hermits, just a bad angle by I think it was Jack Schleicher on this side. Let Diggs get the sideline, which you can't let him do in that kind of a press.
And Ife's going to come out now with some foul trouble. I believe he's got 4.
That's his third, actually. Yeah, it's third. So Hermits got to go small once again. This is when you want to see Dovelis take advantage of the paint, try to get some rebounds.
There's a 3 from Vineland, no good. Clark with the rebound, puts it up.
Nice job by Jack to stay in there and battle for the rebound.
Definitely an unsung hero of the game today, Schleicher. He's been scrappy for the board, scrappy for the ball, and he's just done well to put this Hermits team on top. As Fox finds Kauser in the corner, there's the stroke, and there's the 3, Matt Kauser.
That was a great job by Ethan Fox to set that play up. Nice little pump fake, got his defender to jump, and found Kauser open in the corner.
And now another steal from Schleicher. He brings it down. He's got Diggs turning, lays it up, no good. Rebound Fox, no good once again. Schleicher gets it. That ball's deflected out to Bethea. He cuts in, lays it up, no good. Hermits scrappy on those offensive boards. Don't end up getting 2 in the end.
Schleicher nearly got another steal there. He's done that a lot so far in this game. Going to get called for the foul that time. Rowdy's not too happy about it, but.
Yeah, but you can't fault the. What a great effort by the Hermits board. One rebound after another steal. Really scrapping and playing hard, trying to extend this lead.
As Diggs drives in, looks for the jumper, can't find it. Roll goes up, and the and one there from Nazir Roll.
That's a huge shot there by Roll. Vineland really needed that one to stop the bleeding.
Well, you're right there, Jimmy. That's one they needed. They get the bucket and the foul. That's 3 now on Elijah as well.
Yeah, interesting. Now we're going to see Elijah coming out of the game as we see Friel coming to the scorers table. That's 2 of your bigger guys now for the Hermits that are going to be out, probably be out for a little bit. Probably going to have to put Matt Kauser at center.
Bethea takes it up. Fox fakes the 3, spins, steps back, doesn't go for the shot, finds Schleicher in the middle. Schleicher with some contact, lays that one up and in.
Ethan does a great job when there's pressure on him to get that ball out. He just makes so many good decisions. Great job there. He knew he was about to lose his balance. Instead of being called for travel, he got that ball away. Great cut by Jack. Easy layup.
And after that,
transition again. There's another one for Jack.
Like you said, Jimmy, after that miss from Diggs, Schleicher takes it coast to coast, gets himself another 2, and now the Hermits have got all the momentum, so Vineland's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Russo desperately needed a timeout there. This one's starting to look a little bleak for Vineland. Hermits looking great coming out of this half.
Well, you guys mentioned that pass from Fox to Schleicher. There's a couple of juniors that have been playing a lot of basketball together, just kind of read each other's eyes. Nice backdoor cut. And the Hermits finding a lot of different ways to score. Now they're going to go, as we said, a little bit smaller now without Elijah and without Ife. This is the time, if Vineland can make a run, this is when they've got to try to do it.
But the Hermits just do such a good job on the fast break. You know, it's one of the things that Coach Rodeo and the rest of the coaching staff really stress and practice. But they just run that break so well. The guards know what they're doing at all times. The wing guys make great cuts to the lane. They get so many easy points off the fast break, off a steal or a rebound.
Well, and again, it's not just throw the ball down the floor. It's a controlled break. They know what they're doing. And look, most young guys, most high school guys, that's the style you like to play. Vineland's playing it that way. You want to get up and down, press and run. To me, that's a lot of fun. That's the way to play the game.
That's right, Coach. I know the last game that we had covered together, the Hermits phenomenal on that transition offense against Wildwood Catholic, scoring upwards of 30 points just off of turnovers. because they're going to call a foul there on Vineland.
This last 4 minutes here, the second half of this quarter, huge for Vineland. They've got to try to make some headway here with the Hermits in a little foul trouble.
Right, obviously the game was pretty close at the half, but since then the Hermits have nearly doubled Vineland's score as Bethea goes up, gets that one off the glass and in.
He got that one really high off the glass, stared down Dovelis a little bit after that one. Great little finger roll by Bethea. He is just, that rim is looking big for him, a lot wider for him right now.
You said how fast he is, but that little hesitation move is what freed him up there as he went through the lane. Great body control.
As Roll.
Great defense there too, really good job moving his feet, able to knock that ball away, and Ethan's now going to get an easy layup. Oh, and he's going to dunk it.
Ethan Fox. That one came a little bit out of left field. We didn't expect him to dunk that one, but he got up and he threw it down.
I'm going to be honest with you, I was not expecting that. Ethan showing the bounce right there.
Obviously, and that's an and one there for Vineland. Kind of overshadows the Fox dunk, but nonetheless, Ethan Fox coming up big time there. We didn't expect to see it from him, but he was feeling confident. Obviously, Hermit's got now a 25-point lead, so he figured why not.
He's got that little smile on his face after that. Hey, you got a guy that can knock down 6 threes in one game and then come back on a breakaway dunk.
And Ethan's always one of those guys that's always pretty stoic on the court. So you know when he's smiling and having fun out there, you know it's a good day for the Hermits.
That ball's going to go in the way of the Hermits. And now Friel to inbound. Fox has got it up top. He's guarded by Diggs.
Vineland really trying to extend that 2-3 now a little more, trying to see if they can force any turnovers. This is where it's nice to have some great guards if you're the Hermits.
Well, the further they extend, you want to look for right there in that spot. Oh, good move
Fox
by Fox.
In the corner. He gets some contact and draws the foul. Now he's at the line for 2.
Listen, everything's a lot more fun, a lot easier when you're 16-0. But this team really looks like they enjoy playing basketball together. They look like they're having fun. You said a little laugh back and forth between Jack and Ethan. They really do. They're gelling at the right time, and they're unselfish players. They're all out there. I mean, it's a really fun team to watch.
The great thing is you're really not going to see any changes, so this is going to be the same team for next year as well. These are some guys that are going to be around for a while.
Got those strong sophomore and junior classes, and even some freshmen that we've been seeing on the JV level. Obviously, some freshmen on the varsity level like Rory Friel. They've just had a phenomenal season thus far, and we look forward to seeing it continue in these future years.
Yeah, Jimmy, I think I jinxed them after our last broadcast when they said they had no losses through all 3 programs. The freshman team did lose to Vineland tonight. That's the first loss. JV's undefeated. Obviously the varsity, but they lost to a Vineland team that's only lost coming into the game was to St. Augustine, so a quality freshman team over on the Vineland side as well.
As Schleicher's going to check out now. Friel checks in, and Hitchings is at the line shooting his second. No good there. That's a rebound from Bethea, who nearly loses his balance.
Yeah, he just wrestled that one right out of Clark's hands.
And now he'll take it up, finds Brown on the perimeter. Brown cuts back, finds Bethea back up top. He's pressed hard by Diggs, nearly gets trapped. Now Brown drives in, kicks out to Friel for 3, no good. It's a rebound from Vineland. Here comes Roll in transition. Goes up and lays it in.
Few nice moves from Nazir Roll tonight.
Yeah, those Vineland, they got some nice guards. Diggs and Roll have made some tough shots so far today.
I mean, you figure with this 4-guard starting set that Vineland's got, they're going to have some dribblers.
Absolutely.
As Brown behind the back, looking for something. Finds Friel up top. Who's got Bethea again. Looking to draw the foul there on Roll. Kauser, that ball is off the hands of Herbert, and it remains Hermit's possession.
There's another one of those freshmen you talked about up from the JV, Gabe Gillespie.
That's right, Gillespie now getting some good minutes as Fox pulls up. Deep three, no good. That ball rolls around. Kauser does well to keep it in, but Vineland retains possession. As they come down looking maybe a little bit too ambitious there. And now Fox is going to take it back up again once for the Hermits.
Fox, good job with the interception right there. Just keeping his eyes on that ball. You know, when that team's on fast break, you always want to stop ball first.
Kauser's got it up top. Finds Gillespie, and they're going to get Gillespie there for the walk.
Yeah, Gillespie getting in the game for the first time. Got to slow things down a little bit, try to go a little too quick. Common mistake you see from some of those young guys.
As Diggs blows by Fox, fakes the shot, steps forward and pulls up. No good, gets his own rebound. Gets his another rebound. That's some good play from Diggs, but they're going to get him for the walk there.
Diggs doing a really great job fighting for those rebounds down in the paint with some of the guys that are taller than him.
So now Brown takes it down, pulls up at the foul line. Off the backboard, no good. Herbert's going to take it up now. He's got Roll, who pulls up deep. No good. Rebound, Brown.
Yeah, Roll saw a bit of the mismatch there being guarded by Gillespie. He really should probably took advantage of him and tried to drive to the lane, but he settles for the deep three. If you're the Hermits, you'll take that.
And now it looks like the Hermits are going to hold for this last shot. Just about 10 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Gillespie looks to penetrate. No good. Finds Brown. Brown cuts in, lays it up and in. Elijah Brown.
That same little Euro step. A couple of the prep guys really love doing that. As Diggs' shot from half court nearly goes in. But yeah, the Hermits just do a great job with that Euro step. Great footwork.
That's right. Elijah Brown doing well to get those last couple points of that third quarter. Hermits lead 59-32 as we are now on to the last quarter of tonight's match.
And now the great thing that you're up 27 points. You can put some of the younger guys in. You got another busy week coming ahead for this team. Get the starters a bit of a break. Let them watch the younger guys play.
Well, EHT on Wednesday night. As we mentioned before, right now EHT is ranked ahead of the Hermits. So that's something, you know, guys like to look at. You look at the rankings and all. Although EHT has a tough game tonight, it's probably over by now against St. Joe Academy. So don't know how that turned out. But the Hermits going down there on Wednesday. Then they have Pleasantville, I think, back here Thursday. I think we're here Thursday.
That's right.
With Pleasantville. And like I said, Sunday was supposed to be a game against Trenton Catholic. Coach just told me before the game that there was a change in that schedule, and it looks like it might be Camden again at Paul VI on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's going to be fun. So we remember the Hermits played Camden last year. Camden won, but the Hermits really gave them a run for their money. Camden, obviously, a team that doesn't have too many close games. Some phenomenal players. Obviously, DJ Wagner leading them, the #1 recruit in the class of 2023. But the Hermits did a great job. They had a lot of size last year, and they really just tested that Camden team well in this gym. It was fun to announce that one last year.
And this Camden team, let me just say, they are just as good as they were last year, this year, coming off of some big wins against teams nationally ranked in California, such as Sierra Canyon. So this Camden team looks scary, and they're definitely going to give the Hermits a run for their money on Sunday. As Bethea lobs to Brown, who definitely wanted to dunk there a little bit too late and just ended up getting the layup out of that one.
Yeah, Bethea and Brown really have some great chemistry, both sophomores. You see them have some nice warm-up routines before games. They're two guys, we've seen them do that a lot so far this year.
Well, I obviously haven't seen a whole lot of other backcourts and a whole lot of other teams, but if there's a better sophomore combination in South Jersey than those two guys, I would really look forward to seeing it, because these two young guys they're going to be something special here at St. Augustine for the next 2+ years. And they really developed that chemistry. Like you said, Samaj coming in as a transfer, and they just they really know how to play off of each other.
Samaj looks down low for Schleicher, doesn't get that one. Here's Carter to take it up for Vineland. Nearly loses it. There's Brown fighting hard. And that ball squeaks out, but rejected by Oki Byron. He meets Ramir Scott at the rim.
Yeah, Scott probably should have just went up with that one. He was trying to fake, but Ife did a good job staying on his feet, knowing he had that height. Just put your hands up. Great defensive play there.
And Ife is such a key, in my opinion, to this team, because if they get that inside presence, like he's played tonight, it's been tough in there. With the way these guards are playing, the Hermits will be a tough out in the playoffs.
As there's Scott, pulls up. Rebound, Fox. And he's going to move that quickly to Bethea down court. Bethea drives baseline, kicks out to Schleicher. Schleicher for three, and he's got it. Jack Schleicher from range.
Jack just does a little bit of everything for this team. He can score the ball when they need him to. He can rebound when they need him to. He can get those steals and lock down the other team's best player when you need him to. He's just one of those guys that can do, as I said, can do whatever this team needs him to do.
And like here he comes, Schleicher, the behind the back to Fox. And he's fouled on his way up, but a great pass there from Schleicher.
Yeah, some theatrics right there for Jack, a little behind the back pass. Hermits up by 30 now in this game.
Now Fox is at the line shooting two.
Yeah, we often talk about this. The start of a quarter kind of doesn't matter the lead. Coach likes to get the first group a couple of minutes, a minute or so. You see them talking on the bench. Looks like they're going to start going to the bench a little, get a couple of the other guys in, and then finish this game out. As you said, big week. They got a lot going on the rest of this week.
Foxy goes 2 from 2 for the line. Hermits now lead by 32. Definitely pulled away as this second half began. And just a miscommunication there from Vineland. That ball off the hands of Scott. Turnover. Hermits gain possession. It's Bethea to take it up. Just about 6 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. You hear the rowdy chanting, "Start the buses," as these Hermits have got a very commanding lead. Bethea puts it up and in. Comes Vineland on the return. DeJesus finds Carter up top. Finds a little trap there. And there's a pull-up three from Cologne. No good. DeJesus with the rebound. Lays it up. And he's fouled on his way up. He'll go to the line for two.
Nice take there by DeJesus. So, like we said, played well in that JV game, getting some good minutes.
DeJesus at the line. First one is good. And a new face checking in for Vineland. Number 11, Osman Bushman checks in.
Bushman, one of the seniors for Vineland. Getting some minutes here.
Second shot for DeJesus. Falls. Brings this game to a 32-point Hermits lead as Brown drives in. And the whistle was blown. Believe they're going to call a foul there. That's on Vineland.
It's great how resilient this Hermits team is. You saw it was like a 9-point game near the end of the first quarter, and now you're up 32. This Hermits team can really pounce on you quickly if you're not careful. As Elijah gets, just misses that layup right there. Great, good idea there from Schleicher to lob it up on the inbound.
But you can't take credit away from this Vineland team, Jim. They've played a decent game tonight, definitely kept themselves in it in that first half, fought hard, and I just think the shots have gone the Hermits' way in the second half.
Yeah, they played hard. They simply just didn't have the firepower to keep up with the Hermits.
As Brown looks for Oki Byron on the alley. No good. And here comes DeJesus the other way for Vineland. Little shot fake, lays it up. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound, Oki Byron. Here come the Hermits in transition. Brown up, and Elijah Brown throws it down once again.
And that's going to be a great way to end this game for the starters as we see another 5 going to be coming in for the Hermits.
And I think everybody in the crowd was holding their breaths when Elijah Brown went up with it.
Another great showing here from the Rowdies as well today. They always love seeing those dunks.
So have we figured out the helmet thing yet?
Not quite. I mean,
I saw on the Instagram post that it was just something that has been requested a lot. I haven't really heard about it, but definitely a clever idea I haven't seen before.
Listen, it took me a while to figure out what the cowboy theme was on rodeo night, so I'm a little slow sometimes, but I can't figure out the helmets.
Some new faces checking in for the Hermits in the second half. There's number 31, Aaron the Bull Bullock checking in.
Ooh, I like that. See number 30, Logan Ham as well. For the first time.
Logan the Hamster Ham. Definitely some nicknames on this Hermits team, along with Jelly Jack Schleicher.
Did they give you that one?
That's right, all from the Rowdies. As there's a pull-up from Roll. Gets the three. And Gillespie to bring it back up for the Hermits. Finds Friel in the corner. Friel over to Kauser. Kauser back out to Friel. Gillespie up top, drives, puts it up, draws the contact, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Nice strong move there by Gillespie on the pump fake. Drives it into the lane, takes on the contact. He's going to go to the line for 2.
So you see Gillespie and Friel out there now, and we had a game earlier where I mistaked the two of them and called one. We called them, and Gabe's mom told me, she said it happens to them all day in school. They call one the other's name. They kind of actually do look alike.
Yeah, you look similar haircut if you're looking from behind.
Certainly, and obviously we're lucky to have these updated rosters now. We've got everyone's name. But if we do happen to mispronounce or misname it, we obviously appreciate the criticism. As there's Gillespie. Gets that free throw to go. Now Diggs to take it up for Vineland. They're going to call a foul. That's on number 24, Gillespie.
Yeah, so Diggs really try to attack right there quickly.
So, guys, you were getting the stats at halftime. We had a chance to talk to Coach Rizzo, and we announced the Hall of Fame, the Athletic Hall of Fame coming back this year with 10 new people going in the Hall of Fame. And with all the sports that you guys have here now, and I think as that goes on, there'll be a lot of these guys and some guys that we've seen on this basketball court for sure that we'll see in that Hall of Fame someday.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We've seen a lot of great players over these last years. You look over that 1,000-point club, a bunch of guys in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, and it's great to see that first name on the 1,000-point club. Dave Orlandini, who played back here in the 80s, graduated in 1884. The first member of the 1,000. He's finally getting inducted in on the on March the 19th here at Rodeo Gymnasium.
Very well deserved.
Love to honor, obviously, our present and also past Hermits athletic stars in all sports, not just basketball.
Yeah, a couple of them really still having a lot of success so far. We see, just to point out one, Justin Mutz having a heck of a year down at Virginia Tech for the Hokies.
He is.
It's now Friel pulls up from 3, rims out and back in. Bounce has not been kind of Friel today as Vineland takes it in. That's up and in for Roll. And he's going to get the chance to make it. Actually, I do not believe they counted the basket there. So what could have been a 3-point play is now Roll at the line shooting 2.
So, of course, Matt Delaney, a guy we talked about a lot last year, getting minutes down at American. Another guy for the Hermits playing D1.
Actually, earlier this year, got to see a game where a couple of Hermits took on each other. Marlon Hargis was playing in the game. Seen him play. Austin Kennedy playing. A lot of guys still playing on that next level. And then, of course, you have Saeed Nelson, who's playing professionally and just had an outstanding career at American and again, now playing professionally overseas.
Gillespie cuts in, drives all the way to the rack, and Gillespie gets himself 2 points. DeJesus now with it for Vineland.
Hermits in 2-3 now, getting to work on that a bit.
That ball down low to DJ Clark. Gillespie once again penetrates, dishes to Friel. Friel for 3. In and out once again for Rory Friel. Won't be surprised to see him just go and check up on those rims later as Roll lays that one up and in.
And this is one of those points of the games where people start to stop paying attention. Obviously, the game's over at this point. But this is still a very important game for a lot of these guys on the court, especially the younger guys, still trying to impress the coaches, show what they can do so they can get more minutes in the future in the next couple seasons. And so far, I've really been impressed by what Gabe Gillespie has been doing. A couple nice takes as a couple of other younger guys going to be subbing in now.
That shot from DeJesus, no good. Here come the Hermits in transition. Gillespie penetrates once again, goes up, and the and one there from Gabe Gillespie.
There you go, once again. Gillespie just really, so far, really smooth with the ball. Another nice take. Nice little hesitation on the drive.
Some new faces checking in for the Hermits here tonight. There's number 10, Ethan Haynes, along with number 15, Connor Hughes. And finally, a face from the JV side, number 34, Walt. But we do, unfortunately, we do not have a last name for Walt. As Gillespie has got it back up top. Kicks it out to Walt. Back over to Gillespie. Hermits doing well to work this ball around Hughes. He'll get called for a walk there. And a correction. Just received some news updating our rosters, which are always changing, as we like to say. Number 34, Walt Garrison, is in for the Hermits. That ball kicked out to DeJesus, the deep three, no good.
You were joking about that before the game. You were like, watch Walt get in. Can't think of his last name yet.
And, you know, with that 30-plus point Hermits lead, obviously he did get in. Kind of made me eat my words there. As
Walt, one of those other guys for the JVs, played a good job, did a good job in that JV game.
Definitely. I mean, he played phenomenal. Just about a minute remaining in this fourth quarter. Vineland continuing to apply some pressure as that ball is no good, but rebounded and put back up for DJ Clark. Got to give credit some of these Vineland younger guys getting into the game, still putting up a fight, just trying to get some experience. And I believe they're going to call a foul there on Vineland. That's on number 11, Austin Bushman.
We're going to see Ethan Haynes, the sophomore, now get 2 shots at the line.
The first for Haynes is good. And he gets on the score sheet tonight. That's Ethan Haynes.
Well, I'm sure you guys will get a chance to go over the stats and the player of the game. I'll just tell you, again, another really good, solid performance for the Hermits. They bounced back when Vineland made a little bit of a run. I was really impressed. Look, Samaj had a great game. Elijah had a great game. And I was impressed with Ife tonight and just showing some limited minutes because of foul trouble. But I like that little tenacity that you got out of him tonight. And if you get that from the inside game with these guards, again, as I said, Hermits are going to be a tough out when it comes to the playoffs.
And this Hermits team is just one of those teams that could do a lot of things well. We saw the Hermits really shoot the ball well from 3 last week against Oakcrest today. They still hit some threes, but they got a lot of their points on the inside on fast breaks, just really taking advantage of their size, driving into the lane, using both the guards and the big guys. This is one of those teams that could do a lot of things, and they'll do a lot of great things if they keep it up.
As Gillespie's going to eat up some clock and wind this one down. And time will expire here tonight in Rodeo Gymnasium. Hermits coming out with a 28-point victory. They take down Vineland 78-50 in Paul A. Rodeo Gymnasium. Signing off briefly, I'm Andreas LaRosa alongside Jimmy Bachman and Coach Catalana. And we will bring you back for our stats and player of the game presentation after this brief commercial break.
Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we are here with our player of the game, Elijah Brown. Elijah, you had a great game today. 2 poster dunks against that Vineland team. You know, what did that do to add to the team energy here tonight?
Anytime I dunk, the team gets excited. So I had to give us some energy. I know it's going to be a low game. And I just want to bring some energy.
Yeah, we always see, you know, when you're on the fast break, everyone always gets excited. Coming into this game, you guys really just have some great chemistry. Obviously, you're the only undefeated team left in New Jersey. How are you guys feeling? Really, you guys really been gelling well, a younger team. How's it been with these guys so far this year?
We're taking it one day at a time. So, like, we're going to have some tough games, some easy games. We're just trying to build together, and we're finally getting to know each other better now, being 17-0.
That's right, and we cannot help to notice that connection between you and Samaj. Obviously, we've seen in some previous games, like the Wildwood Catholic, when he's lobbing you, you're dunking. You guys are having a good time out there. It's nice to see that the team is not only getting wins, but you guys are definitely having some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming in. You got a couple big games coming ahead. You got Camden later this week, Paul VI next week.
Yeah.
You guys definitely got a tough schedule coming ahead. How do you guys feel coming into some of these games where you know it's going to be a lot tougher than some of the ones you've seen before?
Again, we're taking it one day at a time. We're building off each win, and I feel like we're getting better and better as the year's going on, so I feel like we're ready for anybody.
That's right. And just last question, speaking of being ready, you guys have got that big Camden matchup coming up on this Super Bowl Sunday. What are you doing in preparation for that?
I don't know. I just think I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready.
I'm ready.
The team looks ready.
One game at a time.
That's right. One game at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Brown. Elijah, great game you had tonight.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you for joining us. And with that player of the game presentation concluding, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight here in Rodeo Gym. Hermits coming off with a commanding victory over Vineland. Once again, I'm Andreas LaRosa.
I'm Jimmy Bachman.
And we thank you for joining us tonight here on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. Signing off, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night.
Go Hermits.